Mike, we are here and the day before the show begins. I believe we're on the eve of some very exciting news.
Absolutely, it's. Firstly, I am so excited about the way smooth build-up has gone, but more about the number of exhibitors we have, the size of the show, and in fact, we have now reached that in terms of size, square meters. This is the biggest ISE ever. We haven't reached the number of exhibitors we had in 2019, but the expansion of space we've had from the existing exhibitors for this year means it really is the biggest show.
Well, that must be tremendously exciting for you guys. And after there has been disruption, let's be honest, but it feels like we really are kind of back to the good old days.
Yeah, we are back. And there's a great feel in the industry, there's a great buzz. Walking around and meeting people in the last couple of days here during construction, they all say, wow, this is what we want to see, this is what we remember of what ISE should be.
Yeah, I've been writing about this show for the last 3 or 4 weeks. It seems like there's a lot of additions this year as opposed to the show in May.
Absolutely. Demand from the industry has been strong for us to make changes, do some different things. And one major change was to actually create some really good audio demo rooms. So the pro audio manufacturers could actually demonstrate their equipment, which they can't do in the halls. So we've taken Hall 8, and the bottom of Hall 8, 880, we actually have 8 audio demo rooms. So those pro audio companies can actually show, or you can hear what they've got. We have the Congress Square, which has been remodeled. It was there last year, but we've got all the feature areas. So the Influencers Lounge, most of the features are there. We've got the Catalonia Pavilion, we've got the Barcelona Pavilion, so we've got the startup zone, so that's where the exciting new stuff is happening, new companies.
Also feels like there's more emphasis on maybe video and content production this year as well than maybe before. Yeah,
so we've always had content production and content creation at ISE, but it's been scattered around. And what we found in the Spanish market, when we talk to them about audiovisual, they think about content creation. So we said, okay, let's do something more focused on that this year. And been phenomenal response. So Hall 6 is all about content creation. We have a studio from Media Pro, which is one of the biggest production houses here. We have TV3, which is the Catalonia TV station, with a booth. They will actually be showing the whole workflow process of creating 360 filming.
Wow,
and they're doing something quite exciting. National sport here in Catalonia is these human towers where you see people standing on each other's shoulders 10 stories high. They're going to be doing that 3 times a day during the exhibition. Amazing. In Hall 6, and they're going to be showing the whole way on how they capture those images, how they create the whole workflow process to present good TV out of that. Wow. But also extending on that, we've got some fantastic keynotes. We've got BK Johannesson from Epic Games. Epic and their Unreal Engine is something they developed for gameplay or game development. But the TV and film companies have realized this is a super tool for creating content. So you see it very much in TV, in filmmaking, in esports, etc. So we got BK Johannesson actually doing our first keynote, and that'll be tomorrow night. The next night, we've got Stephen Nuttall, who's the head of media and television for the America's Cup. Some of you may know the America's Cup is coming to Barcelona next year. 2024, October 2024 will be the America's Cup Challenge here. And what they need to actually do is create images and TV to broadcast around the world. And the America's Cup, it's like a football pitch that's moving around, not just the camera. Yeah. So they're using a lot of AI and special cameras to capture exciting images to show what sailing, ocean racing sailing is about. And then our third keynote is Fran Chown. We decided to look at our industry, really have a look and say, how innovative are we as an industry? So Fran and his company have done a survey of several thousand of our exhibitors, personnel, and what they've done is actually they measure innovation or the acceptance of innovation and how do we encourage innovation. So his keynote on Thursday will all be about innovation in the AV industry.
It's going to be really interesting to see the results of that survey,
yes,
I think.
Absolutely.
I believe alongside the 3 keynotes there's also some VIPs, truly VIPs, coming along to the show this week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This year we have the King of Spain coming tomorrow.
Wow, what a coup.
So a real coup. King Felipe IV of Spain has agreed to do the inauguration of ISE. So that's our first. He's coming.
That shows how important the show is to the city.
Absolutely, not only to the city but the country.
Yeah.
So we have him coming. He will be bringing an entourage of ministers. We have the Minister of Justice coming with him, the Mayor of Barcelona, the Deputy Mayor of Barcelona, the Mayor of Llobregat, L'Hospitalet. Some of you may know that Fira Barcelona sits in 2 cities.
Okay.
The majority is in Barcelona,
Yeah.
but this entrance here is actually in Llobregat, L'Hospitalet, and so we have the mayor and deputy mayor of that city coming as well, and quite a few other dignitaries from city and country, etc. And then on day 2, we have the president of Catalonia coming on Wednesday with his entourage, the deputy minister, minister of business, etc. And they'll be doing a tour of the exhibition as well.
Wow,
so
that's a huge rubber stamp, I think, from a sort of governmental level that AV is important, this show is important.
You know, one aspect we have seen of coming here, firstly, is how welcome we've been and how much institutional support we've received for ISE. But also you see a city, particularly with Barcelona, and a region that's investing in AV. There are the 3 projects that we know of. The biggest one is called the 3 Chimneys. And it's a place directly on the sea which they're going to develop into an AV campus.
Oh, wow.
That is actually financed by the city, by private enterprise and the EU. Then they've got a project which is from the city for smaller AV startups in Palo Alto, it's called. And several other smaller projects going on around here as well. As well as that, we've actually had we know of 8 companies who've set up offices in Barcelona as a result of ISE coming here. So, you know, we are starting to make a stamp. We're starting to, you know, see things happening, which is great.
Well, it's a tremendously positive time, I think, for the industry. I think the show reflects that. It's going to be a really exciting week. Best of luck, Mike. I hope everything goes as well as it sounds like it's been planned to the nth degree, so let's hope it all goes swimmingly. I can't wait to talk to you at the end and find out how it's all been.
Well, you know, pre-registration is phenomenal. We've actually, we're matching the 2020 figures already. Wow. So this is encouraging. But let's talk on Friday and I'll be able to tell you exactly who came.
Brilliant. As always, thanks for your time, Mike.
Thank you.